Okay. Let me turn my camera off real quick. Keep the money. Let me turn my camera off so you can see this full screen, because there's shit that's going to be blocked by my camera. So I'm going to turn my camera off real quick. And then we're going to start the game, and I want you to see what I've done so far. And again, these are all temporary things. Shoo! Oh, long drive. Car's been valeted, my bags have been taken inside, and I'm ready to party. Better get inside and get my room. Okay, I can turn the camera back on now. So there we go. That's a little intro thing so far. Like, I'll pull up in a car, I'll get out, the valet will drive off with the car and leave me standing there like that. So, obviously you can walk around and whatnot. I'm using the Sam and Max style. Yeah, this is the game I'm working on. Fix it. So you can do walk to. You can see it up there at the top. It'll tell you what you're doing up at the top there. You can do look. Like, there's look. I better get into the lobby and get registered for my room. I haven't put a lot of audio in, just here and there, just for testing. And use, like, if I use it, he'll go up to it and say, I've never been able to use one of those revolving doors. Maybe I'll just walk in. Oh, yeah. Yeah, tons of characters. We're just getting started. I've only been working on it a couple of weeks, really. But now he goes inside, and now we're inside the Hyatt here, in the lobby. We'll be putting everybody in. If you can see, I've got I programmed in the cursor change. If you hover over anything that can be interacted with, it turns blue at the moment. I'll probably change it to a different cursor or something. Maybe red. I just chose blue because I just picked it. It was random. As you can see, it changes when you go over stuff. Like, if I look here, that looks like the registration desk. There we go. And there will be right here, this will say International Tower. Oh, by the way, I also added inventory. So I should be able to open my inventory by hitting the I. There we go. There's the inventory bag. And I have the blue postcard, which, if you've ever been to Dragon Con, back in the day, you knew that your registration was a blue postcard. You can also look at the blue postcard, and it should bring it up full screen so that you can read it. Again, this is a temporary postcard. It's something I scribbled down real quick. Click it again, it goes back to the inventory. At some point, if you're going to give that to somebody, you pick it up, and you can close your inventory and use it on, like I see it says, use blue postcard with reservations or whatever. So you'll be able to, hopefully be able to use that to turn in and get your badge. Now, since it says International Tower, if I go ahead and look at this over here, the doorway for the International Tower, sign says that goes to the International Tower. If I try to use the door or go in the door, it should not let me. I haven't gone to registration and gotten my room yet. I need a room key. If I try to use it, I haven't gone to registration and gotten my room key yet. So it won't let me through this door until I've gone to registration and gotten my room key. So let's go ahead and go to registration here. Now, I will eventually have some animated people back here, behind here, that you'll have a conversation with, dialogue tree and whatnot. I'll try to make it as annoying as possible, so that checking in at Dragon Con is a pain in the ass. Eventually, they will give you the key card to your room and tell you you're in the International Tower. But for now, I've got a key card just sitting here on the desk. Looks like a key card of some kind. And if I use it, I should pick it up. Sweet, room key acquired. And now if I open my inventory, I've got a key card. So I've got my room key card. Oh, oops. Wrong button. I'm so used to going out to program. Load game. Resume. There we go. Let's be right back in there. Oh, okay, I've got to fix that. I've got that set to continue music from last scene, and since I went to the menu, there we go. We'll fix it by doing that. Room hasn't been cleaned yet. Exactly, Andrew. That's exactly what's going to happen. yeah. That's I got my kilt and sporn on. Kilt and sporn there. And my boots. Okay, so now that we have a key card, we should be able to go into this room. Let's look at it. Sun says goes into the National Tower. Let's use this. And see, it let us in our room. Caber tossing? Yeah, they have Highland Games up where we live. Pretty close. You can go toss cabers and all kinds of carry rocks and all kinds of weird shit. Yeah. Okay, so here's the room. My luggage is brought up. I've already unpacked apparently. We'll cover that in dialogue. And then here's what we'll be coding today is trying to pick up this bottle and this flask, adding them to the inventory, not allowing you outside of the room if you have the bottle in your inventory. So that you have to combine the bottle with the flask, fill your flask with rum, because later on you're going to go down to the bar and get a bucket of rum, which will have almost no rum in it. So therefore you have to add rum from your flask to make it a proper bucket of rum. So we can do a tour of what we got so far. So right now we've got the entrance lobby. We've got registration. We've got my room. If we go over here, that's the continuation of the lobby. And again, a lot of these backgrounds are temporary. They're just photos for now, which I'm going to go in and like draw like that first one. But now we've got this area over here. If you go back this direction, we can do a big circle, just like in the hotel. We can go back over here. This is going to go to the food court. And then this goes back to registration. Like it goes back in and around to registration. And I can go around. And we're going to go out over here. And if we go this way, and this took me an entire day to figure out how to do. We're going to go into the bar area. And here I can put like some dudes standing here or whatever. I think when you first get here on the first, we're going to do it in days. You're going to show up on Wednesday. And it'll be like chapter 1, Wednesday. And there's almost no one here. It's closed for cleaning. It's basically almost like a tutorial day where you're going to just go to registration. Yeah, the bar's changed a lot, Andrew. You're going to get your key card. You're going to have to go to registration and get your badge and your room and all that stuff. And that'll be like the first day will be a tutorial. So all kinds of simple shit. And then it'll go on to Thursday, and then people will start showing up. That way, when you go into the hotel, it'll change, and there'll be a bunch of people everywhere and shit. But I don't have it blocked off at the moment. Like on Wednesday, this would be closed for cleaning or something probably. So I'll put like some tape here or something so you can't get in it. But if you go into the bar, and this took for fucking ever to figure out. You've got like a little scene where you can't go any farther than that because it's packed with people. This is where you go. There'll be a bartender back here behind the bar. This is where you go and spend way too much money on beers and get a bucket of rum. You'll be in here. This is where you'll get your bucket of rum and shit. Took forever to figure out how to size him up and have him walk with all those layers and stuff. But from what I learned doing that, I did something cool on the habit trail, which I'll show you. So if we go out here, goes back to this area. Now we have the, this is the sky bridge over to the Marriott. So if we walk over to the sky bridge and go in the sky bridge over to the Marriott, now we're over here in the sky bridge. And so this will be where you go. I'm not going to put the entire sky bridge in because, you know, it's just a giant fucking tunnel. It's not that interesting. But it took me forever to figure out how to get him to be able to walk around the corner and look like he's walking down through this glass area here. So if I click over here, like I'm going down the tunnel, and he actually goes behind that wall and everything now. So it looks like he's walking down through the tunnel there. That took for fucking ever to figure that one out. Because again, I don't know what I'm doing. Right now, I've just got the door to the Marriott thing. It just loops you right back because I don't have any of that yet. I'm just working on the Hyatt right now. And then eventually, once we get the Hyatt all fleshed out and we have all the stuff programmed in and what you're going to do there, then we'll move on to the Marriott. And then once we do the Marriott, we'll move on into the Hilton. But yeah, I thought that was a pretty cool little thing. There's still some stuff I need to clean up, but it looks like he's walking down the tunnel. Oh, and I also programmed the save game system in. That was laborious. So if I hit, what is it, F1? Yeah. It goes to save games. As you can see, I've got all the tiling and everything. If I do that and hit save, it's a screenshot of where you're at in the building, and it says Hyatt Lobby 3/4/2022 at 12:31. So you can save your game. You can come in and load games and whatnot. Resume and go back there. Go back up to our room. So that's what we've gotten done so far. It's done in the Visionaire Studio game engine. It uses a code called Lua, L-U-A. So we need to figure out how to program this shit. So that's what we're going to do. No, Andrew, no, I'm not gonna pull that crap. Where, oops, I didn't pick this thing up and now I can never pick it up again and I'm gonna get the bad ending. No. Now, I want this to be more like a Dragon Con experience and that you do. I want people to pull this game out when they're like, it's fucking July or something, or January, and they're like, "Man, I wish I could be at the con." And then you can play this, and boom, you're at the fucking con. I'm gonna try to be putting all the cool stuff in it. All the fun things. Let's see, where were we? Room, Hyatt, room. There we go.